We know Roman Reigns is the official cover star for WWE 2K25, and as you can see here, this is the Bloodline Edition, and pre-order is already available now. And as you can see, we got Jacob Fatu and the Tongans, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, so they're basically confirmed for the game already. And we're gonna go right into this real quick. Rule Beyond the Ring, for the first time in franchise history, step outside the ropes and onto the island for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. An immersive WWE themed world with epic environments, arenas, challenges, and live events. So, this mode is very similar to NBA 2K's City mode. There have been rumors of WWE 2K bringing a city type mode to WWE, and this basically confirms that. Alright, so you got upgrade and customize your My Superstar as you fight to join Roman Reigns at the head of the table. And relive legendary showdowns in an all-new showcase mode hosted by the wise man Paul Heyman. The Bloodlines dynasty celebrates one of the most historic family dynasties in wrestling. So this confirms that we're going to see a Bloodline showcase mode. And I just hope that the showcase mode is better this year, because in the past couple years, the showcase mode has just been trash. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the showcase mode has not been great. And with the new slingshot technology that they brought in, the new slingshot feature, which, like, if you're playing through a match, it'll, like, once you complete an objective, it'll showcase like a little cutscene, and then it'll cut to like actual footage of the match, which I don't think is a good concept. I would like it if it was just the cutscenes themselves. Like, a prime example of this is WWE 2K16 Stone Cold Showcase mode. That was one of the best showcase modes in my opinion. Alright, so Bloodline Showcase mode confirmed. Alright, so we're going to have 300 playable superstars, legends, and Hall of Famers. New gameplay features like intergender matches, and enhancements such as an all-new unified My Rise storyline with new brawl environments, unlockable arenas, characters, and more. MyGM goes global with 4-player online multiplayer, with fan favorites like Chain Wrestling and Universe promos make their return. So promos are back in Universe mode, which I believe is a good feature, but I ain't gonna lie, I want to see more. I want to see more when it comes to Universe mode. So Chain Wrestling is back. We got global MyGM, like online MyGM mode. We got intergender matches. And all new unified My Rise storyline. So I'm guessing it's going to be like a branching My Rise storyline. So we're going to dive deeper into this real quick. So Rule Beyond the Ring, available March 14th. Pre-order now. Alright, so we got, for the Bloodline Edition, we got join Paul Heyman in celebrating the Bloodlines dynasty, sit at the head of the table with 7 days early access, more bonus characters, cosmetics to use on the island for Xbox Series S and PS5, and much more. The Dead Man Cometh, the Dead Man Edition, and I love these covers. Like, especially for the Dead Man Edition and the Bloodline Edition, I love these covers. Alright, so we're going to go in depth on each edition of the game. Become head of the table with WWE 2K25's The Bloodline Edition. Celebrate Roman Reigns and the Bloodline's ruthless dominance of the WWE, the Bloodline Edition bonus pack, WrestleMania 41 pack, season pass, and more. Alright, so let's dive right into this. So with the Bloodline Edition bonus pack, you're going to get a My Faction Persona card. They're still going with My Faction. I know a lot of people hate My Faction. I know a lot of people have been complaining about My Faction. But to be honest, it ain't going anywhere. It ain't going anywhere no time soon. So it is what it is. So we got a My Faction Persona card. Mattel Elite Collection Greatest Hits Roman Reigns. Mattel Elite Series 114 Jey Uso. The Island Cosmetics. This is basically gear that you can use for the Island mode, which is for PS5 only. Alright, so we got the Family Above All hoodie. You got the OTC shirt. You got the Yeet tank top. Yeet sunglasses. Alright, you got WrestleMania 41 pack. You got the WrestleMania 41 arena. You got the My Faction Persona card. New playable superstar to be announced. And My Faction Persona card, WrestleMania Main Event 1 and 2, is going to be announced at a later date. And the Rock Nation of Domination pack. So as you can see, there's a lot of My Faction stuff in here. Like I said, My Faction ain't going nowhere. It is what it is. I mean, I'm personally not a fan of the mode. I personally don't play My Faction. But what can you do, right? So for the ringside pass, we got the season pass. You're going to have 5 post-launch character DLC packs. You're going to have a supercharger. You know, the usual season pass, what you usually get with the season pass. You got a superstar mega boost. You're going to get a My Rise boost and 100k virtual currency. All right, so with the Dead Man edition, this also includes the Dead Man edition, the Undertaker edition. So My Faction Persona card, Undertaker 90. My Faction Persona card, Mattel Elite Greatest Hits Undertaker. Usable Urn, Brother Love Manager, and the Island Cosmetic Undertaker 95 Mask. All right, so you're going to get a white 6-pack. And these are all My Faction Persona cards. Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. And Island Cosmetics, Uncle Howdy Mask, Nikki Cross Mask. Yeah, very, very in-depth on My Faction, which honestly I don't care too much about. All right, so you're going to get 1,500 virtual currency, and you're also going to get WWE 2K24 Standard Edition, a digital-only copy. So if you pre-order 2K25 the Bloodline Edition, you'll also get 2K24. If you don't have 2K24 already, you'll have it ready to go. So, honestly though, aside from the WrestleMania 41 arena, and let's see, aside from the WrestleMania 41 arena and the season pass, like there's really nothing impressive, I would say, about these packs, because they're all My Faction heavy. I mean, if you play My Faction mode, like this is something that you can be excited about. But as for those of us who really don't play My Faction, this really isn't worth much. I would rather see these characters unlockable. Like, it would make a lot of difference if you could go in My Faction and unlock the characters, the personas used in My Faction. You could play them in exhibition mode. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to that, but as we know, these characters are locked behind My Faction. So the only time you could play them is in My Faction. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer there, but no surprise. So with the season pass, they'll obviously announce, you know, whoever's going to be on the season pass at a later date as usual. You get 5 post-launch DLC character packs, you know, the usual, what you get with the season pass. All right, so let's see if there's anything new that they've announced. Let's go to learn more. So we got the island, which is basically the city mode. We got the showcase mode, and looks like they're going to go all the way back in time with this showcase mode. It's a celebration of the bloodline, the Anoa'i family. We're going to relive all of their epic matches from Roman Reigns to Rock, Yokozuna, Jacob Fatu, and more. Relive historic showdowns or flip the script and change the outcome of select matchups. Now see, this is good. This is good. I like that they're tweaking showcase mode a little bit, because when you're playing showcase mode, obviously it would just be, you know, you play the match as is, as the person who wins the match. So, experience dream matches between members of the Bloodline and WWE superstars and legends. So there are some good tweaks to showcase mode, which is good. All right, we got Intergender Wrestling. Intergender Wrestling, as you can see, Nia Jax squaring off against Randy Orton here. People like intergender matches. People have wanted intergender matches for a very long time, and it's finally coming back. I honestly don't know if I will be doing many intergender matches, but I mean, it's good. It's a good thing. I don't mind it at all. And so additional features include the return of chain wrestling, underground and bloodline rules match types, and barricade diving. Now that is interesting. All right, so we got bloodline rules, which is basically a no disqualification match. We got the underground match, which I like. That's an NXT exclusive match right there. And also, I do want it, like, I really wanted to see the Iron Survivor match. You know, NXT has an Iron Survivor match, which is basically a 25-minute Iron Man match. You know, I don't know if we're going to get the Iron Survivor match in 2K25, but I would love to see that. Hopefully they announce that. That's one of my favorite matches currently because of the concept. So, got Worldwide Online My GM, which I don't really play online, to be honest. So, I don't know if I would really go in depth on my GM online. So, we got promos. Promos are back. And what I do want to say about promos, I remember in past WWE games where the promos wouldn't even sound like whoever you're playing as. Like, for example, Undertaker would just have generic promo lines that don't even sound like him at all. So I would like it if they would tailor the promos to whoever is giving the promo. Tailor the promos to the character. You know, you got Roman Reigns would say, "Acknowledge me." You know, using their catchphrases would be very helpful. All right, so WWE 2K Sandbox Mode receives new upgrades to give players even greater control over their universe experience, including the long-awaited return of promos. The new system includes multiple promo types and outcomes with new cutscenes and branching choices. All right, so they're making some improvements to Universe Mode. Hopefully they'll announce a little bit more about what these specific changes are to Universe Mode. I know Universe Mode is my main mode for WWE 2K. And I had said in my previous video, you can check that out, John Cena SmackDown, Here Comes Pain. I had said that if 2K doesn't make any significant changes to Universe Mode, I would kind of delay purchasing the game outright because Universe Mode is my bread and butter. I like to create arenas. I like to create shows, championships. I like to have my own custom rosters, you know, importing them into Universe Mode, setting Universe Mode up exactly how I want to. So I would hope to see some significant changes. It looks like they're promising significant changes. I don't know exactly what those specific changes are. Like, the only thing that's really been announced is promos and multiple promo types and outcomes, new cutscenes. So they're basically going more in depth on promos for now. Hope to see more Universe Mode features being introduced. All right, so this unified My Rise. Take control of your custom superstar from the women's or men's division in a singular multi-gender My Rise storyline where Bayley, Kevin Owens, and other superstars infiltrate NXT in an attempt to take control of the entire WWE universe. Featuring new brawl environments, unlockable arenas, characters, and more. Plus new ally storylines involving Jey Uso, Bianca Belair, Seth freaking Rollins, and other WWE superstars. So this is pretty interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm kind of interested to see, you know, how this unified My Rise storyline pans out. All right, so we got a roster for the ages. We're gonna have 300 playable characters spanning multiple generations. You know, you got your usual wrestlers: Seth Rollins, Undertaker, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, and more. And we are going to see 300 playable characters. I think this is more characters than ever. You know, they always do this every year. They always add more characters, which is good. Which is good. The more the merrier, right? I do hope to see some more NXT wrestlers in this game. And based on some of the teaser trailers that they've been dropping, looks like we are going to see more NXT superstars in the game. All right, so of course, arenas. I see the new SmackDown arena is going to be in the game. I don't know if the new Raw arena is going to be in the game. You know, with the new Raw Netflix arena, I don't know if that's going to be in the game just yet. But that pretty much wraps things up. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited for 2K25? Comment down below. All right, that's all from me, guys. See you later.